Today's topic is Ashoka's Dhamma or Dharma. Ashoka held that his people could not be really happy unless they led a highly moral life. Morality was a necessary condition for the attainment of true happiness. So he picked up the well known principles of ethics common to all religions and styled them as Dhamma. The principles of Dhamma preached by Ashoka are found on his rock inscriptions. For example, the second Minar rock edict states, father and mother must be obeyed. Similarly, respect for living creatures must be enforced. Truth must be spoken. Similarly, the teachers must be respected by the pupils, and the proper courtesy must be shown to the relatives. This is the ancient standard of piety. In another rock inscriptions, he says, hearkening to superiors, hearkening to father and mother, hearkening to teachers or elders, and proper treatment of friends. His edicts and full of passages which show his spirit of tolerance towards other religions. An edict says, all men are my children, and just as I desire for many children that they may enjoy every kind of prosperity and happiness in both this world and the next, so also I desire the same for all men. Rock Edict 3rd and 11th asks the people to be liberal to Brahmanas and Sramanas. Rock Edict 7th states that the king does ever wants to men of all sects, whether ascetics or householders, by gifts and various forms of reverence. Thus, instead of giving any religious dogmas, Ashoka insisted on practice of certain simple virtues. He laid stress on the purity of conduct and moral and ethical values of life. Ashoka appointed a special class of officers called Dhamm Mahamatta. In Rock Edict 13, he says, I have appointed Dhamm Mahamatta for all religious sects. They will look after all the religion and religious sects. They were touring officers and were to see whether the people and the public servants were carrying out the policy of the emperor. They were paid propagandists, and their main duty was to work among the people of all classes and creeds. They were expected to look after the material and spiritual need of master as well as slaves, rich and poor, old and young. The propagations of Dhamma, however, led to the centralization of powers. The magnificent Ashoka pillar shows that he concentrated all the powers of the state in himself for the promotion of his moral principles. In this figure, 4 lions standing is the symbol of the state power, and large stone wheel is a symbol of the Ashoka's Dhamma. Today, loins of the pillar from the seal of the government of India, and the wheel is the middle of the national flag. You can see in this picture, this is the Ashoka pillar, and it is clearly looking that there are the three lions head in front of you, and the fourth lion is just back side, whose head or the mouth is not looking from the front, but there are total four lions head, which are indicating that Ashoka's empire is so vast or big that in all four directions, means in the east, west, north and south, his power and wealth is spreaded, and his eyes are looking in all the four sides, and the chakra in the middle, that is called the Dharma chakra or Dhamma chakra. It is indicating that Ashoka's Dhamma, that is the form of Bauddha Dharma, it is continuously spreading and running throughout the empire, and outside of the empire, means approximate most of the neighboring regions nowadays in the Indian subcontinent.